What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to walk you through my process in going through a water change. Now, I'm doing water changes once a week right now because of my high nitrate level. It's slightly high still, so I do mine a little bit more frequently than normal, but I wanted to walk you guys through my process. Now, I know everyone does things differently, so it's really gonna be up to what you have available, or whatever you've got available to you, situational wise, money wise, whatever. This is just what I do, so don't take it as though this is the end all be all by any means. It is far from it. This is just my version. But what I do is, to get started, I go a couple days beforehand. I get started. So, like, I'm going to be doing my next water change on Friday. Today is Wednesday, so I started today. I gathered up all my buckets. I got some from where I work, from, local hardware stores. You can get empty buckets anywhere, 5-gallon pails. They're only a few bucks. If you go to, like, a Home Depot or a Lowe's, you can get them pretty easy. So I gather those up, get them ready. Then I go out, grab my Rodi machine, which that would be this. And you set that up, real simple. I put mine outside right now because I've got the new house that I'm moving into, obviously. So I'm setting it up differently. You can actually hook it up. It comes with the attachments to hook it up right in the middle of, like, a pipe. So you cut a little spot in the pipe, you can put this in, and you can run it right like that. I run it off of my outside hose adapter, and that's where I hook mine up. And when I'm ready for the water change, I'm ready to fill up the buckets, that's when I go outside. You hook the yellow end up to the hose faucet, if that's the way you're doing it. Then you're going to take the blue end and put it in the bucket, because that's where the fresh water is going to come out, is through the blue hose. And then the red line is all the wastewater. I like to tuck mine behind the porch, the back porch, or you can, like, put it in the grass. You can put it into a separate bucket and use it to water, your yard or something. I like to put mine right back into the earth, though, so that's just what I do for it. So after you get that all done, you start filling the buckets, and that takes forever. This is why I start a couple days in advance. But you fill the buckets up. Once you get however many buckets you're going to do for the water change, I try to do, like, an extra half bucket. That way, if you need water in the middle of the week because evaporation, you can actually see that the water level's down a little bit in my tank. Again, I'm doing the water change in 2 days, so it's not going to be that big of a deal. But if you know you've got another 2 weeks to go, you go ahead, top it off. You've got some water already made. So once you get the buckets all filled, I bring them in the house. First one's filled, bring it in the house, set it down. I hook up an extra power head that I've got. And you plug it into the wall. Jason helped me out there. And then you put the power head in the bucket with the water. And then Raina here is going to help pour the salt in. Now, just go off the directions on the bag wherever you get the salt from if you go this route. And you just slowly pour the water in the bucket. Get it nice and mixed. I usually Jason loves to mix it up. He likes to make little tornadoes in the water. So I always let him take a spoon and just mix it up a bit and have some fun. Keeps him happy for it. They love helping me out with this sort of thing. But you add the water, and if it's, like, in the middle of the winter or, like, the cold months, you're going to want to put an extra heater in the water to get it up to a similar temperature of the tank you're going to be putting it in. Now, luckily it's the middle of the summer right now, so I can leave them outside in the 80-degree weather, and that'll bring it right up to about the temperature it's supposed to be at for me. Kind of lucky there. But I always try to leave it at least a day or two in advance, let the water mix, get the salt really good in there, and then I leave them for that time frame. I mean, and that's just what I do. You know, I make it real easy. I don't like to make it too difficult on myself. Again, I'm doing it once a week right now for the nitrate levels. This week it should come down real nice. But you don't have to do it every week. You can do it every couple weeks. You know, as long as you're making sure you're topped off, not too low, you top it off, you're good to go. That's the most important part. You get every 2 weeks, get in there, scrape the glass off real good. I'll actually make a video of us going through the tank cleaning this week. So hopefully you guys will see that this weekend. But, I mean, that's really all there is to it. Now, there are alternatives. Instead of making your own water, I could actually go to my local fish store and just buy saltwater. They already have it pre-done, you know, it's ready to go. They just add the salt and mix it on the spot and send it out. I didn't ask them how much it costs because I do have my own way of making the water, so I didn't bother with that. But you guys can easily just call your local fish store and say, hey, how much does it cost for a 5-gallon bucket? You know, for a 30-gallon tank, I could do 5 gallons. If I drain 5 gallons, that's 1 bucket. Might need a little bit more. I'd probably go 2, get 10 gallons worth. That way you have extra set aside. Because you only really need to do 20%. Not too bad. You know. But yeah, that's all there is to it, at least as far as I go, through making the water change. Make sure I've got all my notes done here. Yeah. So that's all there is to it, guys. If you learned something, make sure you hit that like button down below. Be sure to comment and subscribe if you're new. And make sure you say hi to the fishies, because Jason would love that. And we will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.